Hey everybody, Matthew 5:43 says, why do you love those? Why do you only love those that love you? What a shocking question. What a shocking question. Why do you only love those that love you? Wow, those listening to this must have been, what the heck is he talking about? I thought we were supposed to not like people who don't like us. I thought we were supposed to get our back up. I thought we were supposed to be offended. I thought we were supposed to be against certain groups because they do this and they do that. Now, what does he mean by love? Well, a friend of mine and I were doing a Bible study on this, and I just had this thought in my mind. Let's look up the word and let's find some synonyms of that word love. And this is what we came up with. Why do you only welcome those that welcome you? Why do you only speak fondly of those that speak fondly of you? Why do you only entertain those that entertain you? So, a practical application would be, if you have an enemy out there, should you invite them over and try to entertain them? I suppose if they wanted to do harm to you, probably not. Could you meet in a public place, maybe? I don't know. Could you send them some flowers? Could you send them a nice gift? Could you, I don't know, find positive things about them and speak fondly of them? Because sure, there are positive things in most people. Yes, absolutely. You may disagree strongly about a subject, but there's going to be good that you can find in them because God is in them. Now, they may not be a believer, but any goodness that man has is because they are made in the image of God. And my point is, and maybe Jesus' point is, that when you start to value people that hate you, don't like you, something begins to happen inside of you. And what is that thing maybe that begins to happen inside of you? You begin to get the gospel. You begin to understand that, look, I wasn't lovable when Christ saved me. When he came and died for me, he died for me while I was yet his enemy. That's Romans 5:8. And Jesus told the story of the tax collector and the sinner and the religious leader and their way of addressing God. The religious leader at the time said, God, I thank you that I'm not like these people over here. He points to these people. He says, thank you that I'm not like them. So he's already exalting himself. He's already thinking too highly of himself and thinking that he doesn't have a sin problem. And then the tax collector came before God and beat his chest and said, God, please forgive me. I'm a sinner. And Jesus said, the one who came away justified was the one who said, I am a sinner. So unless you can see yourself in that other person and see your own sin, yeah, you're going to hate them. Yeah, you're going to not want to entertain them. You're not going to want to speak fondly of them. You're not going to want to welcome them or care for them or see that they need Jesus and they need the same redemption that you have. Christ died for sinners such as us. And Paul said he was the chief sinner. Because Paul knew, and those of you who don't know who Paul was the Apostle Paul. He wrote most of the New Testament. Paul was a man who was going around murdering people of the way, which at that time, that's what Christianity was called, the way. And he was going around murdering people who were professing to be followers of Christ. That was their only crime. I'm following Jesus. I'm following the one who said I should love my enemies. I'm following the one who said I should welcome them, I should entertain them, I should care for them. How is that a threat? Well, obviously it was a threat. And they tried to kill him for it. So, Jesus was willing to go to the cross for us, to die for us. And he told us, those that follow him, we have a different standard. We can't hate our enemies. We cannot treat them ill. We cannot think of ourselves as just part of the crowd, just part of the world system. We have to step outside of it and be what he called us to be and not what others call us to be. So there you have it today. Just wanted to share this what Jesus says about loving our enemies and what that means practically. There are other words that we could look at. There are other synonyms we could look at. And there are other ways we could break that down. But this is just what I had in my heart to share today. God bless you all. Let's go follow Christ. Let's go love our enemies. Let's encourage each other when we don't want to do this. This isn't a utopia. This isn't going to be easy. It's going to be hard work. God bless everybody.